What's going on? James Bonnie's here. In this video, I am shooting it from Turkey, actually. And I'm here for about 3 weeks, come back in the middle of August. And I'm with my family, met with my wife's family, and we're here for a couple weeks. But I need to get videos out. And so this is my attempt to start doing that now that I'm set up in my room. And so I want to apologize to you guys about not consistently getting the content up, but I should be able to over the next couple weeks, okay? In this video, what I wanted to discuss is something I was thinking about from the 9-hour flight, right? I jotted down some notes, I actually sat for 9 hours and didn't have to hustle and bustle in life, right? And so that's when the mind starts to go around. And one of the things that I wanted to discuss and thought about was, why are some people successful in business? It could be an SMA business, it could be any business. And why are some people always jumping around? Well, that's the first problem, right? And so specifically in this video, let's talk about the 5 traits that you must have or develop to become the person that is worthy of success in life. I know that sounds weird, it probably sounds cliche. And when I started my journey in the online world, when I was a teacher, I always felt that when people would say those things, like becoming the person worthy, blah, 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 I always would look at other successful people and I would say, I mean, that person's a bad person. How could they be worthy of it? And that is where luck comes into play. I believe that some people do get lucky. You could be a great person or you could be a terrible person. And luck is just on their side, right? But I also believe that even if you are a bad person and you became successful, right? Along the way, you probably became the person, and as you became successful, it turned you into a bad person, okay? Now, obviously, we're not talking about illegal businesses and stuff like that, so let's remove all that. It's just in general. To become successful, you must become a person worthy of success, and I know that for an absolute fact. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen it over and over in other people's lives. I've seen it in my life where I slowly started to become somebody that when I looked in the mirror, I didn't really know, and it was success and it was money that started to mold me in a way that I wasn't happy. Right? And I saw that success slowly start to dip and struggling with certain things. And I had to reprogram myself to become aligned with the morals and aligned with the beliefs that not only I have, that I want my family to have, and I want my kids to have, okay? And when I started to become aligned again, success started to come my way. And of course, a lot faster, because it's easier once you do it once to do it again. So the first trait is you must develop a thick skin mentality. You must be able to remove emotions from decisions. You must always base decisions upon logic, not emotion, okay? This is strictly in business. And so the reason why this is extremely important is because when starting a new business, and I'm going to keep examples very simple. When starting a new business, if you allow emotions and excitement to grab hold of you, the emotions and excitement of starting something new will fade away in months and in weeks, and sometimes even in days, okay? And so if you remove the emotions and you logically could say, this business is a logical business to start, this business makes me not feel, makes me know that friends and family would back me. It makes me know that this is a real business and not some sort of fly-by-night business. Then I've removed the emotions of excitement and I am here to stay no matter what happens. My thick skin is developed through constant failures and constant problems. And as I go through them and I solve them and fix them, I develop this thick skin to just know this is the business that I'm going to stay in. This is the business that I'm going to work. Okay, that's where the development of thick skin comes from. The second trait is you must be able to be humble. And I use the word prideless, right? Not really a word, 2 words. To describe when starting something new, you must give into it. Okay, what that means is you must seek help. You must not be so prideful in the way, and I'll give you an example. Like in the SMMA world, we have students who come into our program that have, they're developers and they just have the computer mind. And when they come in, they typically will say, this is not how it should be done. It should be built like this. It should be done like this. When the reality is you're a developer, you know nothing about running a business. And this is not in any way speaking bad of anybody who worked jobs. I worked a job, I get it. However, you must give yourself over to the process, okay? Remove the pride from yourself and accept the fact that you don't know how to do this. And it's okay, because you will very quickly if you give yourself over to the process. The third trait is you must yearn for information. It means when you start a new business, don't expect to know everything, but expect to want to learn everything. And also understanding that you will never know everything. It is a constant journey of learning. I'm still learning, right, in my own business, whether it's in my coaching business, my agency business. It's evolving, always evolving. And so you must yearn for the information, must take the information and put it into action, but understand that there will always be more information to learn. Now, you could simplify this and just say, I'm going to learn the information that I need to build a business, and then I'm just going to constantly get better at that business, right? But the yearning part is important, because a lot of people become complacent, and that is when they build their business, they become complacent, I've been there, and then they just ride it out until it's no longer there. Something comes along, whether it be, some crazy virus thing or something will always come along to take or try to take what you've learned and everything that you've built away from you. And if you're constantly learning and yearning for more information and new information while always putting it into action, or hiring people that know more than you and better at you, then you will always stay true to the business that you've started. You will be able to stick and move as you need to, and it will be longevity that you're after, not short-term success. The fourth trait is you must learn the ability to spot opportunity rather than feel motivated. What does that mean? It means that in order for you to continue to build a business or know when a good business is a viable business, market and stuff like that, right? Solving a problem for a bigger market, you must be able to spot the opportunities in that business and not think that the opportunity is your motivation. And what that means is that don't try to do or force new things in your business because they make you feel motivated. Spot the opportunity based on two simple principles: a large market and a solution to that market. That is it. If it's a large market, they have a problem, okay, and you have a solution, that is the opportunity, not because it makes you feel motivated or excited. And that goes back to what? Number one, right? Thick skin, remove emotion, so on and so forth. And the fifth trait, you have to be willing to follow and not lead in the beginning. When starting a new business, again, and this points over to number two about being humble and prideless, okay, in the beginning, you have to be willing to follow other people. That's the reality here. If you follow other people in knowing that they know more than you and you can learn from them, you may not learn everything from them. Let's always remember this. You may come in and follow somebody and they may be able to get you here, but they may not be able to get you here, right? There are different stages of learning, and different people can help you learn in different stages. So there will always be somebody bigger and better than you, and it's okay. So learn to follow in the beginning to get you to the step, to that first step. And then if you find somebody who's even farther than the person you were following or listening to or learning from to get to step 3, then you go back into the following stage. Every leader develops leaders. Those are the best leaders in this world. They develop people who eventually know everything that they know and learn from that person. And it's time to not move on. It's time to find somebody else who is even bigger and better than them. But you must start and understand and have the trait to understand that it's okay to follow. And eventually, if you want to lead, whether it be coaching, a team, employees, you can start to lead after you've done everything you expect those people to do. And then you lead in your own voice and you don't try to be somebody you are not. That's what I got for you in my first turkey video. So I'll see you hopefully 1 to 2 videos a week. The next one is going to be, what do I got here? The 5 skills to making millions. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.